Hi, this is Holly Chadwick with Project Chimps, and I'm here live with Jolene Goodall, who has a special guest tonight. Um, Two
Oh,
special
hello. Yes, yes. Well, indeed, because I always have, one of the most talented and entertaining people in the business couldn't make it tonight. So instead, I brought back I'm a Banana. Ima, are you here with us too? Oh, yes, I love
Yes.
my Ima. Mhm.
Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
Ima. Now, in addition to Ima, we have a special guest for later in the
Mhm.
program that we're going to hear all about. And that's Miss Amber. There she is. Give her a big hi.
Yay,
Give
hi,
a
Miss
big hi. Okay,
Amber.
Amber, we will see you a little later in the program.
Yay.
Okay, so tonight, guess what we're going to do? We're going to play bingo.
Bingo.
Who could have guessed it? We are back for our second season. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the 2021 season. I know I did. There were lots of fabulous prizes. If you didn't get yours, it's probably because I kept it because it was too cute. Yes,
Oh.
that's probably why. Don't forget to get your cocktails ready for tonight. We're going to have a good time. Now, you may have noticed our earlier start time. Here we are at 7:30, and that's because we didn't get enough of you guys last season. So we're going to go a little longer this season. We can chat with our guests a little longer, learn about them, maybe see a few additional videos about some of the chimps that are in our care because
Yay.
they're adorable. So we are
Yay.
live and we're having a good time. And to play bingo, I guess I should remind you of the rules because for some reason, some of you can't remember this game. So remember, oh, look, it's a chimp. Okay,
Look at
when we
you.
play bingo, you're going to have to get all of your things in a row. Now, that can be a
Mhm.
vertical row, it can be a horizontal row, it can be there they are. Look, see, just like that, diagonal row, whatever you like. So that's regular bingo that we're going to play, and we're going to play that all 3 times tonight. Now, if we have extra time, we
Yay.
might introduce a special game. Don't forget, you have count them, 3 cards, and that shows you on the top there where those tabs are so you can pick the ones you want.
Mhm.
So make sure you tab between them and so that you mark every one you want. And while you're marking, don't forget to mark that free space. Now that's the one
Mhm.
right there in the middle. Mark the free space because that's one we just give you because we're so generous. So we'll start with that one. Once you've got your 5 in a row, then you're going to want to hit the bottom button that
Bingo.
says, I have bingo.
Bingo.
So make sure you do that when you see it. Okay. So when you've got them all, that's how you play bingo. We're going to
Yay.
start in just a minute. As usual, I'm a Banana is going to be giving you some numbers. Yeah, right. Isn't that right?
Mhm.
I'll tell
Yes.
you what, Ima. Let's warm them up and give them a couple before we talk about what's coming tonight. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Okay. Let's give you your first few just so you're ready. Why not? Right? What have you got for them, Ima?
Your first ball is B14.
B14, B14, everybody. Now, I'll tell you in a minute about the chimps that are sponsoring each letter, but not quite yet. We'll give them a minute. Let's give them one more letter to get started, and then we'll chat a little bit, don't you think?
Your next ball is N44.
N44. So there's your 2 numbers. You're ready to get started. You've got a few filled in. Hopefully, you put the space all done and
Mhm.
ready to go. Now, we are celebrating a few things here. As usual, we'll celebrate the birthdays
Birthdays.
of all of our chimps that
Yay.
are having February birthdays. Yeah. But also, February is Valentine's Day. That's why I
Yay.
dressed so nice in my lovely red dress and my pink bow. Yes,
Mhm.
I wanted to be very Valentine's-y. I have my heart. Oh, heart for all those chimps. Okay, so we're ready to go. We're having some Valentine's fun, and we're going to hear about some of the special Valentine's and February activities at Project Chimps.
Mhm.
So you can visit us or at least participate in one way or another. Yes, we've got lots of news on that. Isn't that right, Ima?
Yes.
Now, Ima,
Absolutely.
what did you do during? Oh, there's Holly. Hello, Holly.
Hey,
Hello.
Jolene, are there prizes for bingo?
There
Oh, yes.
are. And for our first game, I think we're going to have a fabulous prize of my very favorite, the Racerback tee. Yes, the Racerback. There it is, the Racerback tee.
Yay.
Now, obviously, generally the ladies like to wear this, but my husband wears it sometimes too. It's really just a tank. It is a little bit fitted. So, you might be more comfortable in it if you've got that figure, but it doesn't matter. It's just a lovely tee, and you can always get it a size up if it feels a
It's
little
just,
tight.
it's just for his back support.
It's true. It's back support. That's right.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. So I think we're just giving out one prize for the first game. Let's not
There
give
you
them
go.
more than one. They're going to have to wait for other prizes. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Okay, so now, like I said, we've got a lot going on, but let's get you another number or two so you can enjoy the game. Okay, Ima, go ahead.
Your next ball is B9.
B9. B9. Now, that brings up the point of our first birthday chimp. And not only do I want to introduce Miss Betty, but we've got a little video for you to see about her birthday. Holly, can you run that video for us so we can all celebrate with Miss Betty? Wasn't that lovely?
Happy
Oh, let's hear it for Miss
birthday.
Betty. Yes, that was from her birthday celebration and some other things that she was doing too.
Was she turning 100?
Oh no, Betty's birthday is February 7th and she was born in 2003.
Oh, okay.
So she's 18 like it said in the video. Yes. Yeah, she's 18. Yes.
She's 19.
Yes.
19.
Oh, that's what I thought. So some of that was last year's birthday celebration as well, wasn't it? Okay.
I'm thinking Betty White.
Betty White. No, Betty White loved our Betty, and we loved her. So let's all hear it for Betty White. And a big thank you for all of you that donated in her name on Betty White's birthday. Yes, I think that was so lovely. She was such an animal advocate. We never want to forget her. So maybe next year you can donate again. We recommend it, but you don't have to wait till then. Let's give them a couple more numbers. We've been talking a lot.
Your next ball is I-26.
I-26. I-26. And how about another?
And your next ball is I-18.
I-18. I-18. Now, our I-chimp this game is going to be Kennedy. Kennedy is our I-chimp. He also has a birthday this month. There he is, handsome fella. Now, Kennedy, when we got him over from the labs, now his paperwork had his name spelled all kinds of ways. So we just chose the presidential version of that name. And he is handsome. He looks kind of presidential. So why not? Why not? So let's hear it for Kennedy. Yeah.
Yay,
Okay. Let's give him another number, shall we?
Your next number is I-27.
I-27. I-27. I for Kennedy, as we already said. Now, I mentioned that he also has a birthday this month. And in fact, his birthday is on the 21st, of February. So we haven't had his celebration yet. And he was born in 2008. So that means he's about 5 years younger than our 19-year-old Betty. So that would make him just about 14 on the 21st. How about that?
Wow. And he's only 5 years younger than me.
Yes, sure. Okay. Well, that's why we only have Ima in once a month, because, that takes her that long to find her way here. Okay. Ima, how about another one?
Your next ball is O63.
O63, everybody. O63. Okay, O63. Good, good, good. I see some of our regulars have been commenting already, and I love to hear that. That's just wonderful. We love to see you all back. Please bring your friends for the second season. We want some new folks to check out Chimps, and I'd like to meet them if you don't mind. Yeah. Now, for those of you that don't know, that might be new, I am Jolene Goodall, self-proclaimed primatologist. I'm sure you've heard about my work. And in conjunction, you may have even heard about some of the work of my famous sister, Jane Goodall, and the work she does at the Jane Goodall Institute. We're both lovers of chimps and other primates, and that's why we're here supporting. Speaking of support, I think they need another number. What's the next ball?
Your next ball is G56.
G56. G56. Oh, and I should mention our G chimp then, because our G chimp tonight is Rosemary. I'm assuming she was named after the famous singer, but I don't know for sure. Well, look, she does look a lot like her, actually. Yes, she's got that beautiful Clooney handsomeness. Yes, she does. Oh, and Rosemary has already, her birthday is Actually, her birthday is tomorrow. So let's hear it for Miss Rosemary.
Yay.
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's right. That is right. I thought I was looking at the wrong one. But it turns out Rosemary is a bit older than our other chimps. Yes, indeed. In fact, it looks like she'll be turning 28. So she's almost a decade older than those other kids. Well, good for you, Rosemary. That's the way to be, I think. Okay, let's get another number there.
Your next ball is G51.
G51. G51. And again, G is Rosemary. And I should mention that Rosemary arrived for us on November of 2019. So she's been here just a little while. Yeah, and she's quite settled in. She loves her new male group mates because she hadn't been hanging out with the males back at the lab. So now she likes to hang out with Rusty and Luke a lot. And they're all comfy out on the open air porch. They really like to hang there, get some fresh air. So there's Luke. That's one of her buddies. Let's hear it for Luke, too. He's a handsome gent. Yes. Okay. Well, I know what. Let's give him another one.
Your next number is 068.
068, everybody. 068. So let's hear it for O's. Now, by the way, for O, our chimp is Tabby. Tabby is our chimp. Now, I have to point out that, well, we're going to wait on that for just a minute, I think. We've got a little special surprise for Tabby, but we'll wait till a little later on for Tabby. Okay. So Tabby likes blankets. She particularly likes the ones that we make out of the polyester tablecloths because, she's a chimp. So she's not real fussy about some of those things. But she just enjoys them, and they are on our wish list if you'd like to get one for the chimps. Yeah, there's many things that chimps love, and you can find a lot of them on our wish list. So you can just go there and order them and have them sent directly. And there's the link right there, projectchimps.org/wishlist. So that's a way to help too. Check it out, see what the chimps like. And I'll be telling you about our birthday chimps and what they like. So if you want to give them something specific, you can. I think it's time for another ball. What do you think?
I think I'm 95% polyester.
I think you might be right. That explains all the wrinkles, I guess. Yeah.
And your next ball is B8.
B8, everybody, B8. And of course, B brings us back to Betty. We saw that lovely video of Betty, but I should mention that, that I haven't had enough to drink. That's what I should mention. And now I have. Well, Betty's birthday was earlier in the week, as we mentioned in the video and afterwards. So she is now 19. Now, if you are looking at our wish list and you want to find a gift, Betty loves primate-themed dolls. Many of our chimps like the plushies, and some of them like the ones that look a lot more like them. Similar to what I'm a Banana has there. So that's something you could look for in the wish list. Send her a chimp doll or any plushie or doll. If she doesn't enjoy it, one of the other chimps is gonna love it. I guarantee it. They like toys more than I do. Yes, indeed. Okay, Ima, let's give them another one.
Your next ball is I-22.
I-22, everybody, I-22. And I don't believe I have introduced our I-chip. Oh, yes, I did. I mentioned Kennedy. He's our I-chip. So, yes, Kennedy is our I-chip. And if you're looking for a gift for Kennedy, oh, that handsome guy, he is a fan of the enrichment toys, particularly the ones like the orange balls with all the holes in them, because he likes to shake them to get the treats out. Now, there's other varieties of those enrichment toys that we can stuff goodies in for them, and they have to work at getting them out. Kennedy likes those kinds. So many of the others do too, because, well, there's treats inside. That's why, of course. Okay, so check out that wish list. And here's your next ball.
And save your water bottles.
Yes, I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Let's get our next ball first.
Your next ball is G59.
G59, everybody. G59. And remember, Rosemary is our G girl. Yep. And I didn't mention what she likes. Now, Rosemary's choice for a gift, if you're looking for one, is juice. So many of the chimps like their juice. Now, it is on our wish list, as I said, but if you care to send some, just make sure it's 100% no sugar added. Yeah, we don't like them. We don't want any of our chimps to have the diabetes. No. We want to give them some nice juices, but not too much extra sugar. That's for sure. So check that out, or just go to our wish list. Drop some by. Who can say? Anyway, so Ima, you were saying about water bottles. What would you like to elaborate on that a little?
Well, for the water bottles, you can do enhancement treats for the chimps where you can take peanut butter, swish the bottle around so that the peanut butter gets spread around the bottle. So the chimps have to get tools like a stick to try to fish it out. So it keeps them entertained for hours and hours at a time.
Yes, yes. So that's another type of enrichment treat. Now, you don't have to actually put the peanut butter in. We'll do that for you, but we need the water bottles to be able to do it. Water bottles, paper towel cores, there's a number of things that are very useful for us that you can save up and drop off when you come by Chimps. If you're not nearby, that's okay. There's other ways you can help, like just ordering off the wish list or other things that you can do with us. But if you are close enough, or if you do pass through every once in a while, why not save up those water bottles? Be environmentally conscious. We'll get a second or third use even out of them sometimes, and we'll make enrichment for the chimps. There's lots of that fun thing that happens around here. And you can come help if you want sometimes too. Maybe Holly will tell us more about that sort of thing later on in the program. But now it's way past time for another ball.
Your next ball is N43.
N43, everybody. N43. The best part about N, we haven't met our N chimp yet. And that boy, that girl is Harley. Let's hear it for Harley.
Vroom, vroom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a motorcycle chick. Yeah, absolutely. Now, Harley's birthday is on the 23rd, so it's a little later in the month. Plenty of time to go shopping for her. She is the youngest chimp in her group. She's in Kareem's group, but she is definitely not the smallest chimp. And she has a good time with that gang. She too loves to hang out on the porch and out in the habitat as well. And she's often one of the last ones to come inside at the end of the night. That's great. Not all of our chimps like to go outside, but some love it. Now, you can get Miss Harley some fresh nuts off of our wish list because she likes anything in a shell. So Harley likes to crack into a fresh nut. And any variety is her favorite. She's not picky. So go ahead and check out that wish list. Send some nuts that we can stuff in enrichment for them, or just hand them out as a treat occasionally. Yeah, absolutely. Let's hit them with another. What's another one?
Your next ball is 070.
070. 070. 070. All right, let's hear it for 070. Okay. Oh, by the way, I should mention before I get to the that I've just noticed we have some comments from some of our fellow folks at other animal welfare areas, and we really love to see them out here. So big shout out to Tom and all the great work he's doing as well, and for supporting us. Yay. Love to hear it. Yeah, Safe Pet Project is just fabulous too. We know all of you out there love all your animals and are supporting as many as you can, and we all appreciate that. Let's hit them with another ball.
Your next ball is 066.
066. 066. Now I'm going to talk about chimps, but look what's just come up, projectchimps.org/donate. So if you can't drop off specific things, you can always send a little bit of money. There's other ways you can help if you follow that link. And by the way, if you look at the bottom of your bingo card, there's a way to link in and send money there too. So we've made it as easy as possible. Now do your part, okay? Yeah. Some of you are going to be lonely for Valentine's Day anyway. So why not just send the money you would have spent on an overpriced dinner out on the town and let the chimps enjoy that? Okay. Let's hit them with another ball there. Mm-hmm.
Your next ball is B2.
B2, everybody. B2. Now, I just mentioned that some of you aren't going to be doing much for Valentine's Day, but if you haven't figured out what you're going to do and you wanna, we have something for you. I should mention that we're doing a special Chimpentine. Yes, it's a special program. You can learn more about it online. And I think Holly's going to give you some specifics later on too. But basically, it's a way that you can have dinner with the chimps. So yeah, basically you're going to get a few treats. You're going to get a tour of the chimp area. You're going to be overlooking the habitat. And the best part is you're going to get 24 roses. Those aren't for you and your loved one though. Those are for the chimps. Yeah, we're going to give them to you. And you can send them on over to the chimps. Maybe the 24 you find the sexiest. And then they can eat them because they love them. Yeah, that's right. Isn't that bizarre? Okay, well, join us for that. You don't have to do it on the 14th. We have 90 days for you to complete that if you choose to purchase that. And of course, the proceeds are for the chimps. So consider that too. Okay, let's hit them with a couple more because we just need to give them more balls.
Your next ball is G52.
G52, everybody. G52. G52. Is anybody getting close? Anyone? Anyone?
Bueller.
Anyone?
Bueller.
Anyone? Okay. Our G chimp again, that would be Rosemary. And I just wanted to mention, besides grape juice, she'll drink any juice. That's why it's on her wish list. But Rosemary and Rusty are also getting really good at learning how to work with the laser pointer. Now, that's something that their caregivers do with them to train them when they need them to move from one spot to another or cooperate in some way. And the two of them are figuring it out so well. They're good role models for the other younger kids in their group. And it's really earned them the respect of the other folks in there, the way they interact with their caregivers. And that's the other people you're helping when you go to the wish list. You can get stuff that helps the caregivers too. Isn't that sweet?
Is the laser pointer kind of like the thing with cats?
Yeah, kind of, but a little more specific. Yeah, with cats, sometimes we just irritate them with them. But with the chimps, we try to make them understand how we want them to help us out to take care of them, right? Yes.
There we go.
Okay, let's hit them with another.
Your next ball is G47.
G47, everybody.
Oh, we got bingos.
We got bingos already. Well, how about that? Well done, everybody. G47 was a popular number. So who was our first and winningest bingo?
Your first winner is going to be Candy Retter.
Candy Retter? Wow, but I don't even know her. Okay, well, Miss Candy Retter, I think you're going to want that prize, I'll bet. So you know how to get a hold of us, I think. And if you don't, you can email us and we'll help find you and make sure you get that prize. I think Candy lives in our area. I feel like I've met her once before.
She's in Blairsville.
Oh, she's in Blairsville. So yes, so you could even stop by and get that. And when you come by, you can check out our new gift shop, maybe purchase a few other things that you enjoy. Now, if you do win a prize tonight, you can email us and that'll help us coordinate everything to get it to you a little faster. Because we know you're enjoying the event and you'd love some chimp swag to remember your time learning about the chimps, or maybe if you visited your time with the chimps. Okay, so that's the end of our first game. I'm going to turn you back over to Holly for a minute. I think she has a few things to talk about. And Holly, we didn't get a chance, but don't you have a lovely video of Tabby's birthday celebration as well?
Yes, I do. Let's show that first.
Yes, because Tabby's a sweetie. Let's see. Oh, hysterical. Let's hear it for that girl. Yes. So that was one of our birthday girls, Miss Tabby, having a good time with that enrichment game. That was just a lovely, what we call a rattle chain for her to play with. And the other ones were getting in on it, weren't they? Okay, Holly. Now, I mentioned a little bit about events that are coming up, particularly our Chimp in Time, but maybe you would like to tell them a little bit more.
Yeah, there's a Chimp in Time private tour. By donating $1,000, you get vegan chocolates and roses for the chimps. And if you schedule before Valentine's Day, you can present a certificate to your loved one saying, hey, we're going to this great tour. And yes, you have 90 days to book the tour from Valentine's Day. So that's one thing coming up. And then the other thing is the 11th annual Fire and Ice Chili Cook-Off and Craft Beer Festival downtown Blue Ridge. That is on February 19th. So coming up, noon to 5 p.m. Project Chimps is entered in the chili cook-off with their chimp chili. Now, chimp chili isn't what it sounds like. It's for the chimps, not chimps in the chili.
No, it's like Girl Scout cookies. You don't want any Girl Scouts in your cookies. No.
Exactly.
And that chimp chili is delicious. It is vegan. That means it is for vegans to eat, not made of vegans either. Okay. So try that out. It's really delicious. The chimps love it. I love it, and I am a meat eater, but that vegan chili is delicious. So come out for that. Now, when was that again?
That is on. Hold on, I'll let
I think it's the 19th,
February
isn't it?
19th. Yeah,
Yes, yes. So that's part of that whole Blue Ridge celebration on the weekend. Well,
right.
that will be fun. And if you come up for that, maybe you can drop off your water bottles too. Who can say? Okay. Well, that sounds wonderful, Holly. Now, are we ready for our next game, or was there something else you would like to mention?
I'll mention one more event coming up, and that
Okay.
is Cheers for Chimps, because that's
Ooh,
February
cheers.
26th, just around the corner. It's going to be at Paradise Hills, a winery in Blairsville, and it's 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on that Saturday.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the better events we do because you can support the chimps and drink. Yes. So we've got the one coming up at the winery, which is great. And then we have it at a different winery in Blue Ridge later on this year. But if you're not a big drinker, we also do our Cheers for Chimps at coffee houses where you can get one of our mugs, or even at distilleries if you like a little bit of bourbon with your, with your chimps and all. Right. So check out all our Cheers for Chimps. Those are all on our website with all the other stuff too. It's great.
It's perfect event for you, Jolene. You've got a nice drink right there.
I know, right? I know. And I do like a nice wine, particularly a nice red wine. Yeah. And that's why I wear this blouse, because I have a tendency after the first few to just send it everywhere. So, you do what you can. Okay. So Holly, what do you think? Maybe we could go to our next game? Yes, but
Let's go
first,
to our
you know
next
what?
game. I'll bring up Ima the banana.
Yes, we can bring up I'm a banana, but actually, I'm going to get you to do some of the balls through this game, but I think I might send you away because I'd like to bring Amber up and I want everybody to be able to see Miss Amber. Yeah, yeah. There she is. There's Miss Amber Camacho. Thank you for joining us tonight. Now, Amber, while you're here with thank you. Well, while you're here with us, we are going to play a game. So Ima's going to be shouting out from the backstage area some balls from time to time. And in fact, Ima, do you want to go ahead and give them a one or two to get started? And then Amber and I can chat.
Your first ball is O62.
So that was O62 if you can't hear her from the green room. And how about one more?
And the next ball is B13.
B13. So O62 and B13. Well, that sounds like a great start. Well, good. So Amber, I'm so glad you could join us tonight. Now, I understand you are on staff at Project Chimps. That sounds amazing. Can you tell us more about that?
So I am a part of the facilities department. I was brought on as janitorial specialist, but due to my aggressive helpfulness, I have taken on a lot of other responsibilities.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you're passionate about those chimps then, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, yes. And I met most of the facilities team, and they're fabulous. I love working with them.
When I was hired, my first day on job, I was told, welcome home. And this is where I belong. So it meant a lot.
And how long have you been there now? How long have you been with them?
May of this year will be my first year.
Excellent. So you're all coming on a full year, and you're not burnt out. You're still loving it.
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent. That's so good to hear.
I can't imagine another place to be.
Now, so you said some of your responsibilities include basic janitorial. Now, so I have a question. Who's messier, the chimps or the humans at Project Chimps?
I honestly have never cleaned up after chimps, so I can't say with 100% certainty. But
that's a very kind answer. Yes. Okay. I think we know the answer, don't we?
Hey, Jolene, what's the prize for this game?
Oh, what a good idea. Let's have a prize for this game. What do you think, Holly? What should it be? A Panielle comic book. Fabulous. Amber, have you read the Panielle comic book?
I have. I actually bought this for my nephew and niece for Christmas.
Oh, wonderful. It's sweet, isn't it? Yes, because Miss Panielle, she likes her blankets, doesn't she? And she likes to wear them as a cape, right? Yes. So one of our dedicated artists created this comic book about Panielle as if she were a superhero. So it's great.
May Fox. I'm a huge fan of her artwork.
Yes, May Fox is wonderful. Yes, and she's hopefully going to be a guest one day. But I wanted to know from you. I understand a little birdie told me that you have a very interesting hobby. We'll say. Can you tell me more about that?
Hobby is a strong word, but I am quite gifted in interpreting dreams.
Oh, okay, great. Well, hang on. Let's get a few numbers in. Do you want to guess what they are? Okay, no. Let's go ahead and just come up.
No.
Next ball is G47.
G47. One more, please.
And your next ball is I22.
I22, G47, and I22. So that's 4 you've got. And remember, we're playing regular bingo, so it's still 5 in a row of cross, diagonal, or up and down, right? Amber, have you played bingo with us before?
No, I've
Okay.
watched, but I've
Oh,
been
okay.
playing bingo since I was a young child.
Yeah, so you remember the rules then.
Oh, absolutely.
Apparently, some of our folks don't. We have to repeat them every time.
I mean, it depends on the game. The
Right,
rules do
right.
change.
Okay, fair enough. Well, now tell us more about
Discounting
the dream.
bingo, it's always an
Yes,
option.
yes. Well, tell us more about that dream interpretation.
So, I have always had dreams ever since I was a child. So I
Me
feel like
too,
I
me
have a
too.
little bit of expertise in this
Very
area.
good. Yes, yes.
Um, when I first started at Project Chimps, a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, you'll start having chimp dreams," and it never happened. And then I
Okay.
had my first chimp dream, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, yes,
And
because
then I
we'll have to
started
find that.
getting curious about other people's chimp dreams.
Okay, great. Do you have some you're going to share with us?
Oh, I have a few. Yeah, I would love
Okay,
to.
great. Well, hang on. Let's get a couple balls in, and then we can hear about some of these dreams people have about chimps and Project Chimps. What do we got?
Your next ball is N45.
N45
And your next ball is N43.
and N43. So N's, that's helpful, isn't it? That's very helpful. Okay, let's go ahead and hear about some of these wonderful dreams that some of the folks there have been having.
Well, I am going to start with one of my own, simply because it's very, very self-explanatory. Um, this isn't my first chimp dream, but this is my most recent chimp dream. I dreamt that I was in Chimps Ahoy, and it was just going about my business, and someone radioed me, and they're like, Amber, we need you to bring in a lot of pennies. Like, just collect a bunch of pennies and bring them in. We need them for Celebration Day. We're going to make it rain on the chimps. And in my dream, I was just like, pennies? And they were like, yeah, they won't hurt as much when they hit the chimps.
Very bizarre. But and what was your interpretation of that?
So absurdist. So my interpretation, like I said, it's very obvious, cut and clear. I watch really bizarre TV before I go to bed.
Okay.
And apparently I'm very cheap because obviously dimes weigh less than pennies.
Clearly.
So pretty
And-
cut and clear.
Yeah. And we should let our viewers know that if you want to help us make it rain for the chimps, bigger than pennies, maybe even bigger than dimes. Yeah. Send us some good stuff. Very good.
Dollars way less.
Dollars would be great. We could make it rain with dollars. That would be great. Speaking of, yeah, there you go. There's the link to help us donate in any way that you can. Let's go ahead and get a few more numbers out for our wonderful bingo players and hopefully future sponsors.
Your next ball is I18.
I18. Wow.
And your next ball is I16.
I16. Very good. Okay, so now we've got some eyes going. Well, that could be good for everybody. That would be nice. And let's go ahead. Now, Amber, tell me something. Now, with these interpreted dreams, have you ever interpreted the dream of a chimpanzee?
No.
No. Okay. Well, maybe that's something.
That's simply because they've never shared one with me. But
I
maybe
know,
I
right?
should start asking.
They're private about their personal dreams, I think. Let's hear it. Let's hear another one of the staff's dreams then. What else have you heard from some of the staff?
This is quite possibly one of my most enjoyable to have read because I cackled in the corner while everyone around me was like, what is she doing? So, this dream is from our caregiver aide, Kelly. Her dream started by she began her workday. She walked into Chateau and the bedroom door was open. So, normally you're nervous, but once she peeked in, there was a little tiny table And Fred and Hercules were sitting there having tea in tiny little plastic cups waiting for her to join.
Oh dear. So what do you think that was all about?
I mean, obviously, she's very concerned about chimp safety. They have plastic cups.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But also, who hasn't fantasized about having a tea party or just hanging out with a chimp?
Right. I know, right? And you mentioned it was Hercules, right?
Yes, it was
Yes.
Mr. Hurt.
And I have a special message for Hercules on this Valentine's Day. Oh, you can be my Valentine, Hercules, because you're adorable. Yes, it's true. Now, in honor of Hercules,
Can you ask her, how can you tell chimps are dreaming? Do they run their legs
I
like
can
dogs?
can we get a couple numbers? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Can we get a couple numbers? I think it's time.
Okay. Your next number is N35.
N35. N35.
And your next number is I-29.
I-29. I-29. Now, Amber, I'm a Banana had a very important question about dreams that she would like to ask you. Can we bring Ima back on? There she is.
Yay.
What can I do for you, my dear?
So when dogs are dreaming, their legs may move. How do you tell chimps are dreaming? Do they do any certain like do their paws move?
Oh,
do their legs
interesting.
move?
Interesting. Have you ever noticed some sort of thing like that?
I've never seen a chimp dream. I'm not care staff, so I don't really spend a lot of time with the chimps, but
Fair enough. Yes.
I
Maybe we
twitch
can
when
ask
I
them.
dream. They probably do too.
Probably. Well, that's a question we'll have to ask the care staff when one of them comes
Absolutely.
on. Yeah, we'll remember this moment and ask them about dreams. That sounds good.
And,
Well,
and who are the chimps behind her?
oh, yes, that's a good question. Ima was wondering. I believe we have two other birthday chimps right there behind you. Would you like to introduce those girls?
These are my favorite twins. We have Miss Buttercup here and Miss Charisse on this side.
Miss Buttercup and Miss Charisse, and we're going to hear a little more about them later. But aren't they adorable? Yes, and you have them right there in your home. That is fabulous. Do they come visit you often?
This is the first time, but they did ride in my car, and I got a few strange looks.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think so. Yeah, yeah. But you could drive in the carpool lane, though.
I never thought about that, but definitely going to use it in the future.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah.
Who rode shotgun?
Who rode shotgun? That's a good question.
So I actually had discussed this with a care staff member before, and Charisse here. Yes.
Oh, there she is. Yes.
She rode shotgun, and they were like, "No, she's not dominant." And I was like, "Well, she was the first one I picked up, so she rode shotgun." And they were like, "Oh, between the twins, yeah, she rode shotgun first."
Yes, those girls are a little quieter, aren't they? Oh, that's
Yeah.
lovely. So let's get a couple numbers going because we want to make sure somebody wins that fabulous Panielle comic book because it's really a lot of fun. And I know that May Fox has actually painted some images from the comic book in the habitat there for the chimps to enjoy when they're hanging out. So you can see the same things the chimps get to see sometimes. Yeah.
Yay.
What do we got?
Your next ball is N31.
N31.
And your next ball is G60.
G60. G60. So those are your next two. I hope somebody's getting close. I really do, because we would love a prize there. Hi, Holly. Welcome back.
Hey, Jolene. Hey, Amber. I had a question for Amber. I had a recent chimp dream, and I wonder if it's okay, Amber, if you could interpret my dream live right here.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Okay.
Drama.
I had a safety emergency training session not too long ago. And that night I had the craziest dream that all the chimps escaped. And we didn't have enough darts for all the chimps because we only have so many that we can make at once. And so at least that's what I assume. And so we were all going, what do we do? And law enforcement was there, and we were trying to protect everything and get the chimps to come back in. And it was just chaos. It was like Planet of the Apes. They were going to take over like tell me what this means.
I don't think that's a
Obviously,
chimp
you were
dream. I think
prepared.
that's a chimp nightmare. Yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely close to a nightmare.
Well, let's get
Clearly,
a couple balls out there, and then Amber, well, give Amber a second to think about what that could all come to, and then we'll come to her for her interpretation. So what are the two balls we have for them while they're thinking about that?
Your next ball is B7.
B7.
And then your next ball is O66.
O66. Okay, Amber, what do you think about this crazy mishap that would just never happen, but that Holly dreamt about?
I love that it was given a little bit of context for what happened before the stream happened, because I didn't get that with any of the others. I mean, it's kind of limited interpretation. But obviously, you're prepared for the chimps to take over the world. I mean, it's going to happen. And
I mean, some of us dream of that day, don't we? Yeah.
It was an anxiety dream for sure. Project Chimps is very prepared for an emergency situation, but this was like the extreme event. Like there were more chimps in my dream that were in the sanctuary that were realistically we had. So that's why we didn't have enough darts.
Yeah. Well, no, Holly, and I also think that says something about your sense of responsibility to the chimps too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Oh, that's so sweet. I love it. Let's get you a couple more balls, and then I might have a couple more questions for Amber myself. What do we got?
Your next ball is O64.
O64, everybody.
And your next ball is I19.
I19.
So
I19. Okay. Now, Amber, you have shared a few random dreams from some of the caregivers. Are there any particular ones that you have found hysterical or just unique that you'd like to share with us that you haven't yet?
Absolutely. So apparently I have a coworker named Anonymous who I've never met, never seen, don't know who Anonymous is, but they did share their dream with me. And in this dream, someone put pews in Chimps Ahoy. So everyone came in to worship the chimps, and then there was a random person that wanted to take a photo of Kirk. However, after the photo, they refused to leave after Justin snuck out. So there are pews, we're worshiping the chimps, someone wants a photo of Kirk, and suddenly Justin's gone.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Well, worshiping chimps, that sounds like Holly's dream where the chimps take over and we have to worship them.
To an extent, yes.
I think if some of us just spend too much time loving those guys, and that's where this comes from.
I really truly feel like Project Chimps could be considered a religion of its own. We all have our own tenets and standards, and we do our best.
Yes,
so
I agree.
I could see how that happens, because for most of care staff and employees at large, and even volunteers, our lives do revolve around giving the best care to the chimps we possibly can.
Absolutely. Okay, I have a couple of things that I want to throw in real quick. I noticed a couple comments online of some latecomers trying to figure out how to play, and our folks at Project Chimps have just posted the link so you can go pull cards and continue to play with us. It's not too late to win the second game. All the numbers are there. You can catch up, and then we have another game coming. I also saw a very important post. I'm going to deal with that after we give you a couple more balls, because you got to win. What's the next one?
Your next ball is O74.
O74, everybody. O74.
And your next ball is I17.
I17. So if you have any questions, like Sleepy Nugget asks where our chimps come from, and they do come from one of the labs that they're retiring out of, and that's the New Iberia Research Center in Louisiana. If you have questions, feel free to post. If I can't get to them, our folks over at Project Chimps will respond in the comments. But if I can, I'll give you a shout out online as well. And I would also like to ask one other thing of you. Let us know which numbers you need so we can make sure you win. How's that sound? Okay, so Amber, the most important question of the evening, who is your favorite chimp currently at Project Chimps? Oh, she's got to think about it. It's the twins, isn't it? It's the twins, Buttercup and Charisse. They are adorable, and they can often be seen just hanging out in that window, rocking together, watching who goes by, and that's so sweet. Yeah. Now you mentioned you don't get a lot of opportunity to see the chimps because you're working with facilities, but you do get some decent opportunities, right?
I do. And the first time I ever went to Cedar Tree and saw the twins, I was starstruck, to be perfectly honest, because I remember way back when the first group arrived, I learned that there was a set of twins, and it just made me really excited for the life that they were going to share together now. And so going in and actually joining Project Chimps and going into the villa for the first time, it was really humbling to actually meet these amazing chimps that are just so incredible.
They really are, aren't they? And to be in their presence, that's so wonderful. So you've been following Project Chimps before you even worked there.
Yes, actually from the very beginning.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Where's Amber from?
So Amber, now I since you work there, I'm assuming you live in the area, but where are you from originally?
I am a local. I am one of the few locals at Project Chimps.
So you're a true Blue Ridger, and well in that area.
More or less, yeah. I grew up
more
in
or less. Well,
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You're a Fannin County baby. All right. Okay. Let's give them a couple more numbers, don't you think? Because nobody's won yet. Nobody's won, and you haven't told us the numbers, so we're just gonna pick them at random.
Your next ball is 063.
063. And
your next ball is G54.
And G54. Thank you, Ima. That's fabulous. G54, 063. If you are dreaming of winning, you're just going to have to pay attention and tell us what numbers you want so we can try and get them for you. I hope some people are close. Let us know how many you are away. And we're going to give you a few more. But first, Amber, have you been to some of the special events that we have at Project Chimps, either helping work or maybe just attending for fun?
Yes, actually I have. They're always on site because I'm always working. But yeah, I think Chimp Retreat was probably my favorite event that we did.
Chimp Retreat? Oh, yes.
Yes. There were so many amazing costumes and all of the really excited children coming in. It was exciting for me. It was exciting for the guests. It was so exciting for the chimps.
Is that why you have that pumpkin there?
No, it's just general decor.
Oh, just when you enjoy it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the Chimp Retreat is great, isn't it? Because isn't it great the way that the chimps love all of those kids in costume? They just react so well to that. It's adorable. Yeah. Okay. Let's get another one out there. We want to see somebody winning. So be ready to win, folks. Okay, what do we have for a number?
Your next ball is G51.
G51. And
your next ball is B10.
B10. I hope some of you are close. I hope you are. Amber, now you said you were a fan of mine, so I should probably turn it over. Do you have any questions for me?
I wasn't prepared for this, Jolene.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. I understand.
But I really admire your dedication to the chimps.
Thank you.
What inspired you?
Well, pardon me. When I was younger, my sister Jane was involved with chimpanzees and primates, and I saw all of the wonderful work she was doing, and it was just too amazing. I had to do it myself. Now, the difference, of course, is Jane had already been studying chimps over in Africa, and I didn't want to be just, a copycat. So I decided to study chimps in Australia because I thought I'd make my own way. Now, Amber, do you know the problem with studying chimps in Australia?
I understand they don't even have a single primate native to Australia.
Yes. That's basically it. No chimps. You can't study them because they're not there. Well, there's a few at the zoo, but they got really upset when I crawled into the enclosures there. So it turned out that I just couldn't study them there in Australia. Now, I wish somebody had told me before I flew all the way home to England that they do have some orangutans in Indonesia, but they didn't tell me that. I didn't know about it. So I came over here to the States. You know the problem with studying chimps in the States, don't you?
We only have Bigfoot?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yes, that's correct. No primates that we've seen so far, right? Just the cryptoids. Yes, Amber, you're right. You're spot on, and that's been the story of my life, hasn't it?
Tell her we've been to the Bigfoot museum.
Yes. Now, Amber, speaking of Bigfoot, have you been to the wonderful museum right there in well, it's not quite in
Cherry
Blue
Log.
Ridge, it's in Cherry Log, but there's a wonderful Bigfoot museum, isn't there?
I have. It's amazing. My nephew's a huge fan. And back in 2018, I actually went to our regional Bigfoot conference. I'm a fan of cryptoids.
Well, and apparently of all types of primates too. Yes, very nice. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's give them a couple more numbers because I'm sure they're ready. They don't want to hear us talk all the time.
Your next number is G50.
G50, everybody. G50.
And your next
G50.
Yay. And your next ball is I-20.
I-20. I-20. Anybody getting close? Anyone? Anyone? Sleepy Nugget, thank you for your comments. You are so right. You are so right.
Is it nugget or nougat?
It might be nougat. You're probably right. It's probably nougat. Ooh, like a Milky Way bar. Ooh, isn't that lovely? Delicious. Yes, indeed. Oh, speaking of delicious, I hope everybody has their cocktail. We should be coming up on a winner pretty soon, so you'll be time to refresh. Be ready. Or just donate. Take the time to donate. All right. Okay, let's give them one more. Let's give them one more.
Your next ball is G52.
G52. G52. Oh, see, Amber has her cocktail as well. Good job. Yes.
It's
You
hot.
can't. Okay, fair enough.
I'm a slacker. I have work tomorrow.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. A little bit of rum never hurts a hot tea, though. Just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. So, Amber, any last dreams you want to tell us about as we finish out this game?
I would love to share one from one of our staff members, Megan, our event coordinator.
Yes.
She had a dream, and I think that we can all relate to this by having chimp dreams. She had a dream that when she first came in, she was told that she needed to take care of a chimp, and she was basically given a chimp in a travel carrier and was told to keep it safe. So in her dream, she was driving home with a chimp in the back of her car and travel carrier, and she took it home and naturally took very good care of it, which worries me because Megan's taking work home by dreaming about taking work home. So
fair enough. Yes, that's one interpretation for sure. That she likes to take
a little bit of a balance about not dreaming about having to go home and work.
Yes, because you don't want to, you all work so hard there at Project Chimps. We don't want you taking work home. It's just unnecessary. But, it could also be that, like many of us, she just dreams of having a chimp at home because they're so adorable, even though we know better. Better.
And I also think about, she spends a lot of time doing really incredible events with our scout groups. And maybe she's just reverting back to elementary school and thinking I got to take the pet home and take care of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, if it's your day to keep the hamster, right? Yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe she was having that kind of day.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, Ima, I think it might be time for a couple more balls. What do you think?
Your next ball is I-24.
I-24, everybody. I-24. And what else have we got for them?
And your next ball is N41.
N41, everybody. N41. And no bingos yet.
No
bingos yet. Well, how about that? Anybody close? I haven't heard anybody saying they're close. We are hoping you're close. Okay. Yes, I love the educational aspect that Project Chimps does. And I know Megan has a lot to do with that. The field trips and the training modules for teachers to use in the classroom too.
Mhm.
That's just great. And if you guys want to hear more about the educational aspects, that is also on our website. So you can visit projectchimps.org and see all these different things that we talk about. Education, field trips, special events, all of these wonderful things, ways to donate, our wish list, and all of that. It's right there. Explore it because there's some interesting things. You'll hear a lot about everything that's going on with the chimps there, right? Yes. Okay. I guess we'd better give them another number or two.
Your next number is B6.
B6. B6. And
Your next number is O67.
oh 67. Somebody's got to be good. Oh, somebody is close because there's a bingo. There's a bingo. Who's our big winner?
Our winner is Chris Pritchard from Blairsville, Georgia.
Chris Pritchard in Blairsville. Well, congratulations, Chris. Now, I just want to before we wrap up with Amber, I just want to shout out to everybody. I know you're loving it. I know you're winning, but tell all your friends all over the world because they don't have to be in the immediate area to play. They can be anywhere and enjoy chimps and support chimps and maybe someday even visit chimps. Who can say, right? So Amber, thank you so much for being here. And I just want to thank you again for all the work you do out there. Support staff is so important and doesn't always get recognized the way it should. Yeah, but it's there's no way any organization can function, especially particularly an organization like Chimps needs its facilities, needs everybody in administration, needs all those people that don't get to interact with the Chimps to make sure things run smoothly. So thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure.
Well, good.
Yay.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to seeing you the next time I come up that way. I'll certainly appreciate it, and I'll track my dreams between now and then.
I look forward to hearing them. Take care, Jolene.
Bye, Amber. Thank you. Thank you, Jaime. Yes. Okay. Well, we've gotten through 2 games, but we're not done. There's at least one more to come. We're going to be here till 9, which means we might even get an extra game in. Yeah. Our longer time allows us to do a bit more and learn a bit more about what's going on. So we appreciate that. Ima and I are going to go away for a minute. We're going to turn it over to Holly to talk about, some of the things we may not have mentioned yet. So, Holly. Oh, there we are again.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm pushing the wrong button.
Oh, that's okay. We're always happy to see you.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to remind everybody that there's more events coming up. We have the Great Ape Escape 5K-ish on March 26th. You can register on our website to be a runner. And the race will begin at 11 a.m. on that Saturday. And it's going to be on the Yellow Trail at Project Chimps. So you're going to run, walk, or hike this trail. It's $60 per participant, and there is a no frills registration option where you don't get a t-shirt and a medal, but so it's $25 if you're on a budget. $60 for the full t-shirt and winner's participant medal. And we're going to be having a tour option as well if you want to sign up for a tour, and just check out it on our website if you're interested in doing that. So I'm going to bring you back with Jolene.
Okay, yes, that sounds lovely. Different options at different price points. That's always nice. So you can do what you want. Because, some of us just love the t-shirts, but some of us also have plenty of t-shirts.
Too many t-shirts.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you don't need the t-shirt. And if we can give you a cheaper option to participate, then your money goes even more directly to the Chimps as well.
But I tell you what, I've seen the t-shirts. I've got a preview of them, and they are awesome.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do. Now, I've been on our trails. In fact, I helped groom a few. But, I don't know if I want to do that whole thing. Now, one of our local charities ran one of these, but theirs was a 0.5K, and that's about my speed. Yeah, I prefer that one. Yeah, we walked across the street to the bar, and that was perfect.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
pretty intense. I hiked the trail that we're going to be racing on, and there's a steep section with stairs. It's groomed really well though, and the stumps and stuff is going to be marked with fluorescent paint just to help people so they don't trip.
right.
And the leaf blower is going to be out ahead of time so you can see everything really well.
Make
Um,
those trails really clear. Yes.
yes, and it's already pretty clear now. I hiked them last Saturday, and yeah, and it was a really it's winter, so it's no trees leaves on the trees yet.
But
But
that makes the views so much
the,
nicer,
the
especially when you
view
get to the ridge.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you could see on the overlook out into the sanctuary. I didn't see any chimps, but I can hear them. And
Yes, yes.
dogs, and they were cocking their heads like, "Oh my gosh,
And
what's
by the way, everyone, even if you don't make our 5K-ish, or if you're planning on it and want to get a little bit of insight, our trails are always open. Yeah, you can come hike the trails anytime you want. All three. We have a yellow, a white, and a green. The green is just our nature trail with hardly any rise at all. So if you want an easy one, that's great. But you can find us on all trails and on other sites, or you can check out our site and come join us and just hike those trails and check it out. The best part is when you hit the end of the trail, you're right there at the gift shop. You can get some of your own swag. So whether you join the 5K and get their special t-shirt, or you just come by and get some t-shirts or bandanas or stuff of your own, you can do that. There's our link, projectchimps.org/shop. That's so if you can't come by, you can order things online to remember the chimps and help them out. Or you can visit us at the gift shop. Oh my goodness. Everything we're doing is so wonderful, and it's all helping the chimps so much. That's the most important point. Yeah. So I guess, Holly, we should enter into our last one. Maybe you could get Amy to mix up the balls for us to make sure we have a really good game this time.
Let me bring up Amy.
Yeah,
here.
let's get that Amy in there. She really knows how to stir the balls.
Here she comes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Amy. That was fabulous. They should all be mixed up now. Who knows what's going to come up? And you know what? I think they're going to win something kind of interesting this time, aren't they? Well, maybe.
Yes. What's the prize this time?
Isn't it the blue knapsack? I think it's the blue knapsack.
Let's see. Yes.
Oh, that one, yes. So it's a lovely canvas drawstring, blue. It's a navy blue. It's got the rope strings on both sides that you can wear over your shoulders with a pull that just draws it all together. And it's got our really wonderful logo right there on the top. I don't know if you've seen this logo before. We certainly have it on a lot of things, but it's really artistically beautiful. If you look at it up close, you'll see that there's more to it than you even realize is there. So any of our swag, by the way, if you don't win anything tonight, we put that shop link up there. You can go there and just buy the swag you want. You don't have to worry about winning. Or if you want extras for presents or just because one's never enough, that's fine. So we're giving away that bag. Let's go ahead and get started on our game. It's going to be regular bingo again. Nothing fancy. Ima's going to be here calling them all like usual. You know, Ima, I really appreciate you being here. You're a banana of your word. And of course, that word is no. But we appreciate everything you do anyway. So Ima, let's get them primed with a couple of numbers, don't you think? Let's just get it going.
Your first ball is 069.
069. That's a good place to start. Let's hear it for 069.
Yay.
069.
Your next ball is B7.
B7, everybody. B7. 069 and B7. Great. So that's a great start. We do have some new chimps for you this time around. So let's give them one more number and I'll introduce the chimp that goes with that.
The next number is 068.
068. 068. Now our O chimp, well, how fortunate is this? Our O chimp is Lindsay. Yes, it's Lindsay. Okay, there he is. Oh, yep. He's enjoying a little treat there. So Lindsay's birthday was, what is it? Today. Happy birthday, Lindsay. Let's give him a shout out. It's his birthday today. He's a bit older. He is 28, I believe it is today. Oh, yeah, that should count out right. My math skills. Oh, my goodness. I almost didn't make self-proclaimed primatologist with those math scores, but I made it. Okay, so let's hear it for Lindsay, and let's get another letter or number or ball or whatever. You can tell I've switched to water, haven't you?
Your next number is 067.
067, everybody. 067. Let's hear it for 067. Okay. So 067, and again, that's still Lindsay. So I should tell you what Lindsay wants from a treat when you go to our wish list. And that is also nuts. He likes shelled nuts just like so many of the others. He particularly enjoys peanuts. So you can get him maybe a bag of unshelled peanuts. They love to open them themselves. That's a lot of fun. And we tuck them into some of the enrichment as well. So that's always good. All right, so let's hear it. Let's go ahead and give them another number. Why don't you go ahead and give them another one?
Your next number is N31.
N31. N31. Okay, good. Now, I noticed a comment, I think, in here that said something about sometimes the balls are not appearing above your cards. So if you need help with any, just let us know. We'll give them a shout out again. Ima has all of them, so it's not a problem. Speaking of which, Ima, time for another.
Your next ball is I-21.
I-21, everybody, I-21. Now, our I-chimp for this game is going to be Arthur. Arthur is our I-chimp. Arthur, his birthday is later in the month. It is on the 20th. And on the 20th, he will be, wait for it, 6. He is going to be 6. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't count. And I'm looking at the wrong one. He's going to be a little older than that. He's going to be 20. Okay. No more cocktails for Jolene. Just water from now on. Okay. So Arthur is going to be 20. However, he will have been with us for 6 years later this year. I was mixing up his dates. Yes, he arrived at the end of November in 2016. So he's been with us 5.5 years at this point, and he's turning 20 at the end of the month. So let's hear it for Arthur, and let's find out about another chimp. So what letter have you got for me?
Our next ball is N34.
N34. Now, our N chimp this month is Buttercup. You've already heard a little bit about Buttercup because she is a twin. She has an identical twin that is also here, yes. And Buttercup was born on the 24th. So her birthday's a little bit later. Now, she is a fan of those toys that have the hidden treats too. You see a running theme, I think. Yeah, they like a treat. Then why wouldn't they? There's our darling Buttercup. Isn't she gorgeous? So let's hear it for her. Okay, let's have another number for them.
Your next ball is I-16.
I-16, everybody. I-16. Remember, that's Arthur. Arthur is our I-chimp, and his favorite gift request would be some oatmeal. He likes that oatmeal. We use that in a lot of the enrichment treats as well. Yeah, it's mixed in with the peanut butter and with other things, and so that's just perfect. Okay, let's hear it for Arthur. Let's give him another one.
Your next ball is 064.
064, everybody. 064. Let's give him an 064. And remember, O is Lindsay. Oh, look, speaking of O, we have a guest tonight. We have a special guest. Yes, I'm going to get that guest and bring him right over here. Let's hear it for Snacks. Yay! Snacks the cat decided he was coming to check out what was going on. Yes, and he's decided now that he's leaving. Bye. Okay, well, let's hear it for Snacks. He doesn't need any extra help. He gets all the things he wants. So instead, let's get back to those chimps and what they need. Can we give them another ball, don't you think?
Your next ball is N45.
N45. N45. And who is our N chimp? Of course, it's Buttercup. Yes, like I said, Buttercup has a twin. How do we tell her apart from her twin? Well, Buttercup has a large freckle or beauty mark on her right cheek. I think you can spot it there. She has a few freckles, but I think you can spot one in particular right there on her right cheek. Very noticeable. Can you see it? Yeah, just over by the nostril. Yeah. Okay, so that's Buttercup. All right, let's get another number.
Your next number is 072.
072. So O brings us back to Lindsay. 072. Remember, he's our peanut guy. Now, Lindsay was one of the first chimps. Well, not one of the first chimps, but one of the fastest chimps to figure out how to extract those peanuts. See it on his lip there. Yeah, from our particular type of enrichment treat, which is our fire hose. Now, what we do is we tie up fire hose with nuts inside. And then the chimps have to work to untie them to get those treats out. It's a fun game for them. It keeps them occupied so they can have a good time in the day and get some treats out of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's give them another number. It's just time.
Your next number is N41.
N41. N for Buttercup, 41. Let's give them one more, shall we?
And your next ball is 062.
062. Somebody's going to win with a run up and down on O, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Amber was telling us earlier that she had been interested in Project Chimps from the beginning and eventually went ahead and got a job there. And now she's helping out in so many ways. She's a wonderful part of our facilities team. And it made me think some of you don't understand how I ended up at Project Chimps. And I thought I'd mention it. So I was home visiting the fam one day. Yeah, and I was walking through the home, and there on the sideboard was a note. And I looked at the note, and it said, "Ms. Goodall, we so appreciate all the hard work you've done with primates. We wanted to let you know over here at Project Chimps what it means to us. If you can ever help us out with just a shout out or anything at all, we would appreciate it." And I thought, how fortunate. How did they realize I was going to be there at Jane's that week? Well, nonetheless, I thought that was great, and I headed straight over. And I've been here ever since. Yes, I've been volunteering at Project Chimps now for about 3 years, I believe. Maybe even, yeah, about 3 years. Yes. Yes, and I've done some wonderful things there, and I have such a good time. And if you'd like to volunteer or just volunteer some money, check in with us on projectchimps.org and find the ways that you can volunteer, visit, send donations of objects or cash, and in many, many ways, just be a part of the Project Chimps team and the help we're giving for these chimpanzees. So we love to hear from you. We'll love to see you on site if that's a possibility. And we're going to give you your next ball. So, Ima, what do you think? Is it time for another one?
Yes. Your next ball is 065.
065. Oh, does somebody have it with O's yet? Somebody should have it with O's by now.
Not
065.
Not
no.
yet.
No
No
one.
bingos
No
yet.
one. Okay. All right. So we should mention that O, of course, as we've said before, is Lindsay. Lindsay. And Lindsay also, I keep saying he. I don't know why I do that. Lindsay is definitely a she. I did know that. I do make mistakes occasionally with the chimps, but not very often. No. No, my chimp facts are spot on most of the time, except for the time I built them that swimming pool. That was a mistake. I agree. Thank God none of them jumped off the diving board because they just sink like a rock. Yeah, no, it's no good.
Swimming.
Don't take your chimp swimming.
swim.
No, bad idea. But Lindsay, she gets along with everybody, even though she often serves as the enforcer when she reprimands other chimps that get out of line. So let's hear it for Lindsay. She's a tough little girl, isn't she?
Yay.
All right, Lindsay, thank you for your help. Okay, let's go ahead and, pull another ball, don't you think? I think that's the best way. Yeah.
Your next ball is B11.
B11. BB11. Okay, and we haven't mentioned him, I think not at all, maybe. Our B chimp for today is Patrick.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick. And his birthday is on the 19th. There's Patrick. Oh, look at that. So that is a very relaxed and happy face you're seeing right there with that slack lowered jaw. That's how you know a chimp is really content. So let's hear it for Patrick.
Yay.
He has been with us for about 6 years also. And he loved to make gestures to the other males in other villas when he's out in the habitat. I don't think we need to show you a picture of those gestures. I'm imagining certain things. But you don't know. Maybe it's a, hey, come on out gesture. Who can say? But let's hear it for Patrick and wish him a happy birthday on the 19th.
Happy birthday.
Okay, Ima, how about another one?
Your next ball is B3.
B3. So that's Patrick again. And as you noticed, he often has that nice loose lower jaw. And of course, we can see that white beard too. So that's a great way to identify him when he's out and about. He's really quite interesting. Now, he is really up there, the top of the hierarchy of his group of chimps. So let's hear it for him, being that relaxed and still able to, just kind of help everybody out. That's really great. So you go, Patrick. Let's give him another ball.
Your next ball is O74.
O74. O74. Now, of course, Lindsay, we're back to that lovely girl. She likes to play hide and seek with her blankets. So she enjoys those blankets. Another thing you can get off our wish list and send them to her. So let's hear it for Lindsay. Now, Lindsay was in research for more than 25 years. And so at this point, she really tries to avoid conflict or any upset at all. And so if it comes up within her group, she tries to end it rather quickly. And we appreciate that, Lindsay. You are quite the enforcer indeed. So thank you for that. Very nice. Okay. So I had mentioned that I had come to volunteer here at Project Chimps. And many of you might think, well, you just headed right over to Georgia? How unusual. I mean, it wasn't though, because I had actually spent time in the States and not that far away before, because I went to school in Nashville. Yes, in Nashville. I got my work done there in some of the basic biologies, and so that I could become a self-proclaimed primatologist. And that is where I met Dolly Parton. Yes, some of you are aware that we roomed together. Yes, Dolly and I lived together for a while there in Nashville. Now, she was not going to school. She was getting her amazing career off the ground, and that was really something. I was so glad to be a part of that. But Dolly and I shared some space for some time, and it must have been important to her too, because as you know, she wrote a song about me. Yes, it's called "I Will Always Love You." Yes, and it's a kind sentiment, and I appreciate that, Dolly. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let's give him another ball.
Your next ball is O66.
O66, everybody. O66.
Somebody's got to be close on O's.
Oh, somebody must be close on O's. I think that's almost all the O's. So, if you haven't got it yet, you might want to double check because we don't have many O's left. I'll let you in on a little secret. Even if you haven't marked all of them, if you hit I have bingo, the game knows whether you really do or not. So you can test that out in case you think you've missed one of the balls. Give that a shot. Ima will let us know if suddenly your name pops up. And while we're waiting for you to test that, let's give you another number.
Your next ball is O70.
O70. O70. Okay, so that's most of the O's. So we're going to leave you in suspense for a minute because I want to tell you a little more about everything that's coming up. Now, Holly has mentioned most of it. Amber and I have talked about a few things. One of the things I think we failed to mention, and I might be wrong, we are having a webinar next week on Thursday the 17th. You can find out all the details on our website, but this is one of those ways that you can be involved even if you aren't close to us. You can go online and hear some of the experts talk about things associated with Project Chimps or chimpanzees or primates in general. We have our webinars fairly regularly and they're always enjoyable. So I recommend if you want to find out more about that webinar, go ahead and try that out. Okay. Now,
and you're not at this one, are you, Jolie?
What do you mean?
You are not at the webinar.
I'm not hosting at the webinar, no. I know it's unusual. I usually have the last word in all of the things chimp related. It's because of my wonderful expertise. But no, I won't be hosting this one. Maybe Holly knows who's hosting. Holly, if you know who's hosting, we'd welcome you back to just say hi for a second. If not, that's okay too.
Yes, Alan is going to be hosting the webinar, and he's going to be talking about the chimp caregiver relationship. So,
that's very interesting.
I heard his presentation as a practice, and it's really fascinating for the nitty-gritty details of how the humans handle the chimps.
Very nice. So yes, so if you've had one of those dreams about having a chimp, you can find out a little more detail about what that would be like to interact with them as a caregiver. Yeah, I'm definitely not missing that one. Yeah, no. Since I've never actually come upon a chimp in the wild, this is something that will be helpful for me. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, great. Well, let's move on to another ball then. Okay, what do you think?
Your next ball is B5.
B5, everybody. B5. Now, B is Patrick. B is Patrick. And I think we have a special treat for you when it comes to Patrick. Yes, I do. I think we've got a little something that's going on in it. I think it also is associated with Valentine's Day. So, Holly, I believe you have a special Patrick moment for us. Let's see if she can.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, that was fantastic. That was a little suspenseful, wasn't it? Not knowing where they were coming from and what was going on. But what you saw there was our Valentine's celebration from last year. Yeah. So that was last year's Valentine's celebration. And you might have noticed, particularly in the midground, there were gifts and treats from the caregivers spread around the habitat in those interesting pink and red boxes. And then the chimps were allowed to come out and go check out what was there that they might enjoy. And all those noises they make, those are very normal for the chimps. If you're hiking on our trails, you would hear that quite a bit going on. Or if you do the Chimpentine tour, then you would get to probably see some of that as you're wandering around. Certainly from our overlook, you would probably see some behavior similar to that. Now, the chimp that decided he would toss his treats from Valentine's Day right at the caregiver that was taking video of them through the window, that was Patrick. Yes. Yeah. So, and they like to surprise humans. They also like to share treats with them. So that was Mr. Patrick coming over to say hi to the caregivers that they know so well and really enjoy. They were all very excited about the celebrations. We have many of those throughout the year for them. Birthday celebrations, Thanksgiving celebrations, holiday celebrations. And of course, we've got the upcoming February. And I'm not even drinking anymore. February 14th Valentine's celebration. Watch for videos of that online. We always post them. So definitely check in with projectchimps.org or through our YouTube channel to see all the wonderful things that are happening with the chimps, or look at the ones that have happened in the past. Yeah, there's a lot to see. Isn't it nice? Mm-hmm. That's my favorite part, is just watching them hang out and do their thing. So let's go ahead and give you guys another one so that maybe one of you can win some chimp swag to think about those kids. What do you got for us, Ima?
Our next ball is 061.
061. 061.
We got to be close on the O's. There's only 4 more O's left.
I think the problem may be...
we got a bingo.
Oh, we got a bingo. There you go. Well, oh, that's good. That's good. We've got a bingo. Let's hear it. Okay. Very nice. So, who is our bingo winner?
Our bingo winner is Chelsea Pottinger from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Chelsea Pottinger from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Well, it's good to have somebody from a little farther away for a change. We really appreciate you joining us tonight, Chelsea. So don't forget, we want to make sure to get you your prize. So let's get that email address up there again, where you can write us to help us make sure we have all the correct information and we can send that to you. There it is. Email events@projectchimps.org. You'll notice everything is projectchimps.org. So that's a great one to remember, because you just go to the main website, you can find anything you're looking for to talk to us. So if you get lost, you can do that. But Chelsea, if you want to email us at events@projectchimps.org, we will make sure we get that knapsack to you as quickly as possible.
Yay.
And you can wear it around. Tell everybody about our bingo nights every second Thursday. Yes, that's our new date and time. Have you noticed for our second season, it's every second Thursday. So join us for that. I have a few more notes for you. We are about 5 minutes to the end, so I won't try and start another game this time. But now that we have our hour and a half space, we may get 4 games in from time to time. So feel free to join us. Tell your friends to join us. Okay, that's great. Okay, so I wanted to remind you first off about all the wonderful things we're doing. The Cheers for Chimps on the 26th at Paradise Hills in Blairsville. The webinar that anyone can join next Thursday, the 17th. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact times, but you can check on our website. And then, of course, we have the chimp chili cook-off with where you can try our vegan chimp chili in downtown Blue Ridge on the 19th. And I believe that's a very good chunk of the day, that event that's going on down there. 12 to 5, that is, yeah. So those are the hours I'm usually awake. So that's a good time to come check it out. So check that out. ProjectChimps.org has everything. Most importantly, if you had a good time tonight, help us out with a little cash for the chimps. You can donate. You can purchase something from the shops. You can send something from the wish list. Tell your friends about the experiences you had here tonight, only if they were positive. If they were negative, you can tell them that you were watching something completely different. I'm not going to jump anything out there because I don't want to offend anybody. Thank you all. I saw we had some wonderful new people, so thank you so much. You can also send an email to the thing we put up there, events, if you just want to hear anything out. If you want help getting your group signed up, whatever it might be. Okay. Now, I did want to mention one other thing that maybe, I don't think we've mentioned a little bit about just about everything. But one of the things that you can see when you're hiking our trails, or if you come to the March 26th 5K-ish that you'll pass through, is Project Chimp's own Project Harvest. It's a new initiative that's been going on for a little while now, but we're growing it constantly. We grow a lot of our own forage. We're working on a new orchard as well, so we can grow a lot of our own fruits as well as the vegetables and the browse that the chimps enjoy. Because the more we can grow ourselves, the less we have to purchase, and the farther your donations go to help the chimps. We do have some bees on site. We have several beehives so that the bees can help us cross-pollinate as needed, and also because they make honey. And you know the chimps love honey. I love honey. If they make enough honey, who knows? Maybe you'll get to try some of the honey at one of our events. It could happen. You never know. So try all that out. But most importantly, get involved. If you want to see a tour of the chimps, we can arrange for private tours. But we also have our visits throughout the year. Chimps Rock, our Discovery Days in May and September. These are ways you can get on site and see the chimps. Ima, is there anything I'm missing? Have I forgotten anything? Who's your favorite chimp?
I like Peniel with her blanket because when I was volunteering in the kitchen, she sat outside the kitchen window with her blue blanket.
Yes, I know.
It was adorable.
Isn't it? She loves it.
Well,
there it is. And with that blanket probably too. Yeah. So let's hear it for Peniel. And I think that's all we have for you tonight. So I'm going to bring Holly back because she may have a few things that I forget. Sometimes I forget. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget, Hercules, be my Valentine. Hi, Holly.
Jolene.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah, I think you covered it all, Jolene. Don't forget the webinar next week at Thursday. I think it's at 5. Don't look on the website. And yeah.
Well, they'll need to go to the website to get the link. Anyway.
Yes, it'll be on YouTube in the same space you found today on YouTube. Okay. And yeah, I think we've got it covered, Jolene. This was a great time.
Okay, good. Well, thank you for hosting tonight, Holly. We really appreciate you making everything happen.
Thank you.
And you know, whenever that girl can't make it, you know who I'm talking about. We would love to have you here. So anytime. And maybe we'll get some new guests too from Project Chimps. Yeah, we'd love to hear from everybody there. There's so many of you doing great things there. So we welcome all of you. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Holly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.